And finally...
I feel like you've got a lot to say about this movie.
I mean...
X-Men, The Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix. It's so... I have so many questions when I walked out of it.
Okay, let's ask...
Spoilers.
Let's
huge spoilers.
Address the elephant in the room here.
Okay.
How was McAvoy?
McAvoy was great, but he's wasted on this terrible... Like, that's the thing I hate about this, is that McAvoy and Fassbender are amazing, and they, like, try their hardest with this, but they're wasted on this terrible dialogue and this horrible story. Professor X is a huge dickhead in this movie. Like, that's his character arc. He starts as a huge dickhead and has to learn how not to be a dickhead. And it comes so out of nowhere. Okay, yeah, for the record,
I feel like each movie, all these characters struggle with a new freaking character development or
that comes out of nowhere for no reason.
Is Fassbender a bad guy in this one as well?
Not really.
Okay, because he keeps switching back and forth, and honestly, it's exhausting.
Sophie Turner kills Mystique because she didn't want to be in the movie anymore, and then she goes to Michael Fassbender and is like, "How do I deal with killing people?" And he's like, "I don't know, f*** off." And then they fight over a helicopter, and then when she comes
over a helicopter.
Yeah, she's like trying to pull the helicopter down. He's trying to push it up, and it's the most
I
hilarious
thought they had a fight about who wanted the helicopter.
No, they kind of did. And then she comes and she has like blood on her shirt, and he's like, "Whose blood is that?" And she's like, and then she runs away. And then Beast comes and he's like, she killed Mystique. And then he turns up at the end and he's like, "I know whose blood that was," and it's so bad. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's just the crazy ramblings of a madman. Yeah, Professor X's arc of being a dickhead. He loves meeting the president, so he's just turned into like an arrogant douchebag, so he can be on like magazine covers and that kind of stuff. And there's like
so not who Professor X is.
But it's just that's the thing. It's 10 years after the last one, so like they can change in 10 years. But if you don't show any of the build up to it, it seems so random and like unnatural. He has this little president phone on his desk, so he can call the president. And then at one point the president's like, "I don't want to talk to you anymore," and he's like, "No." That's an exaggerated version of that scene, but you get the picture.
I feel like it's under-exaggerated. I don't
like,
want to talk to you. Fuck!
He just breaks the phone in half. Jennifer Lawrence looks bored out of her mind the whole time she's on screen. First of all, you're not in the movie that much. Second of all, you're getting paid presumably millions of dollars for this. Can you not just, like, not look like you want to get off set for, like, the 10 minutes you're in this film? Like, come on.
She has seemed very snobby with this franchise, hasn't she?
Yeah. She had, like, what she said before. And, like, in this, like, she just seems so disinterested. There are, like, here's the thing. The film does have, like, some really awesome action, like, at a few points. Like, at very specific points. Not all of it is awesome. And there are some, like, good moments and some decent dialogue. But there's just so much else that's, like, wrong with it and weird. Aliens just turn up. Shape-shifting aliens, and no one cares. No one at any point in the film is like, "Hey, by the way, aliens exist and are trying to kill us." Like, they're just like, "Alright, let's stop these bad guys." No one's like, "Hey, did you realize that there are aliens here?" Like, it's so bizarre. I don't get it. Mr. President!
Is there a Quicksilver scene?
No! There are, like, moments of Quicksilverness, but there's no point where he listens to music. He's not in the movie at all. He's in it for 2 minutes. You've seen all of him in the trailer. He runs, tries to hit Sophie Turner, and then she knocks him over, and then he's gone for the rest of the film. It's a fat Channing Tatum in Kingsman 2. Remember that? Where he's at the very start, and then he does cocaine.
Like, is he injured, or?
Yeah, he's running really fast, and then he trips, because Sophie Turner did something, and then he runs into a wall or something. I don't know.
Is Quicksilver dead? Or are you telling me this in, like, in a really underwhelming way? He tripped, runs into a wall, now he's dead.
He just, like, falls over and he's, like, bleeding a lot, and then he's back at the end, and he's like, "Don't run too fast. Get it? Because I'm Quicksilver."
Does Sophie Turner then die?
No, at the end, she turns good again for the power of friendship, and then they rename the school for her. And then Hank is in charge of the school while Charles retires as a 35-year-old. He's supposed to be 60 in this. James McAvoy is supposed to be 60. Nicholas Hoult is supposed to be 50. And they look like... Nicholas Hoult looks like he's 25. Like, he actually looks younger than he is in real life. It's absurd. Jessica Chastain's really bad. She's the head alien. There are some very good, unintentionally funny moments. The main one being... It's such a strange moment. Basically, at the end, they're all there. Magneto and his boys want to kill Jean Grey. Charles is there to, like, save...
and his boys.
Yeah, this is banned. Charles is there to save Jean Grey. And then Charles shows up and he's like, "Jean, stop this." And then Jean's like, you said I could do anything if I put my mind to it. And he's like, that's right. She's like, okay, so do anything. So walk over to me. And he's like, but I can't do that because I'm in a wheelchair. And then she forces him with her mind powers to walk up the stairs, and it looks so stupid. It is, like, it's supposed to be very, like, brutal or something, or, like, I couldn't, because he didn't really seem to be in pain. I couldn't tell what the vibe was, but it just looked, because he's, like, just flopping up these stairs, and it goes on for so long. The final action scene is, like, quite fun in parts, but it goes on for way too long.
What about Storm? She in this?
She is. She's fine. Her special effects don't look very good. The rest of the special effects actually look pretty great. There's a scene in space that's very, very good, I thought, towards the start. Nightcrawler's pretty good, but it's such a, I don't know. It's not like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes bad. Like, it's bad, but it's not the worst.
I give it 22.
It's like, it's not worse than X-Men Origins Wolverine. Like, it has some genuinely good stuff in it, and a lot of, like, so bad it's good stuff in it, and then just a lot of, like, straight up bad stuff. So, that's I hope you see it, I think you'd enjoy it.